So hello students. In previous video we have seen the various drawbacks associated with the present system as far as combined transformation is concerned. So what are the drawbacks of the present system? We'll see one more time. There we have seen that the scaling transformation is captured by P dash is equal to P into SO, okay, where SO is the scaling transformation about origin. Then the rotation is captured by P dash is equal to P into RO, where RO is the rotation matrix about origin, and translation is captured by P dash is equal to P plus T, where T is the translation matrix. Okay. Now here the drawback is non-uniformity. So there is no uniformity. For example, scaling is captured by matrix multiplication, rotation is captured by matrix multiplication, whereas translation is captured by matrix addition. Okay. So two transformation is captured by matrix multiplication and one is captured by matrix addition. So there is a non-uniformity in. So this is non-uniformity. Okay. The another non-uniformity is in case of the size of transformation matrix. Scaling transformation matrix is of size 2 by 2. Rotation transformation matrix is of size 2 by 2, and translation matrix is of size 1 by 2. So scaling matrix is 2 by 2, rotation matrix is 2 by 2, and translation matrix is 1 by 2. So another non-uniformity in the size of the matrix, size of the transformation matrix. So no uniformity. And because of these two non-uniformities in the present system, there is a need of a new system which will allow us to multiply all the transformations together to find out the total transformation. So whenever there is a problem of combined transformation where we have to multiply all the transformations together to find out the total transformation, so there is a need of such system which will allow us to multiply all the transformations together. Okay, and that new system is called homogeneous coordinate system. So homogeneous coordinate system is the topic of today's discussion. So we'll see how homogeneous system eradicates or removes the drawbacks of the present system. Okay. So in homogeneous system, a point P, which is represented by x and y, in homogeneous system, this point is represented by x into h, y into h into h, where h is homogeneous factor and value of h is equal to 1. Value of h is equal to 1. So that means this point x, y is represented by, since value of h is 1, so if you put the value of h as 1, then h into 1 becomes x, x into h becomes x, y into 1 becomes y, and this is 1. Okay. So in homogeneous system, point P, which is having coordinate x comma y, is represented as xy1. Okay. Similarly, scaling matrix. Scaling matrix, which is represented as Sx0, 0, Sy in non-homogeneous system, is represented as Sx 0, 0, 0, Sy 0, 0, 0, 1. Okay, so this is a scaling matrix in homogeneous system. Okay, then rotation. So rotation matrix is what? Cos theta, sin theta, minus sin theta, cos theta. So this is the rotation matrix in non-homogeneous system. Now this rotation matrix in homogeneous system will look something like this: cos theta, sin theta, 0, minus sin theta, cos theta, 0, 0, 0, 1. So this is a rotation about origin matrix in homogeneous coordinate system. And the third and the last and the most important, translation. Okay. Translation translation matrix in non-homogeneous system is Tx, Ty. But in homogeneous system, it is 1, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, Tx, Ty, 1. Tx, Ty, 1. Okay. So, here, the size of a scaling matrix is 3 by 3. Size of rotation matrix is 3 by 3. And size of translation matrix is 3 by 3. Okay. Similarly, the final figure is obtained by matrix multiplication. Okay, so these are the transformation matrix for scaling, rotation, and translation. Now we'll see how these transformations are captured. So first is scaling. Where P dash is equal to P into SO, and the size of this SO is 3 by 3. Okay. The size of a point, say this P is a point, so x dash y dash 1, this is a P dash matrix, okay, is equal to x y 1, this is original coordinate, that is P matrix, and it is multiplied by Sx 0, 0, 0, Sy 0, 0, 0, 1, and it is captured by matrix multiplication. And multiplication is possible because the size of this matrix is 1 by 3, whereas size of this matrix is 3 by 3. So number of columns in the first matrix is equal to number of rows of a second matrix, so matrix multiplication is very much possible. And we know that x dash is equal to first row first column, x into Sx, y dash is equal to y into sy. So first row, second column, 0 into x0, y into syo, and 1 into 0, 0. So x dash is equal to x into sx, and y dash is equal to y into sy. So without changing the meaning of this relation that we have derived, without changing the meaning of the original expressions, we have rewritten the entire thing in homogeneous system. Okay. Similarly, in case of rotation, it is P dash is equal to P into Rho. Say P dash is any point x dash, y dash 1. P is the original point x, y 1 multiplied by Rho, that is cos theta sin theta 0 minus sin theta cos theta 0 0 0 1. Okay. So here also the size of the matrix is 1 into 3. Since this is the geometry of P is point, if it is a line, then the size of this matrix will be 2 by 3. If it is a triangle, then size of this P matrix will be 3 by 3. If the P is a rectangle, the size of the matrix is 4 by 3. If it is a pentagon, it is 5 by 3. Only the first number will change according to the number of vertices in that geometry, but this 3 will remain same, and that is why it has no effect on the multiplication. In all cases, multiplication is possible because the number of rows, number of columns will remain same, that is 3, and this is the rotation matrix. This is constant. This will remain same. The size of the matrix will remain same. Okay. Similarly, in translation, translation is also captured by matrix multiplication in case of homogeneous. This is very important. Okay. So P dash is equal to P into T. P dash is x dash y dash 1 is equal to x y 1 multiplied by 1 0 0 0 1 0 tx ty 1. Now we know that the relation between x dash and x is x dash is equal to x plus tx and y dash is equal to y plus ty. So that is the original relation that we have derived. So in the new system, those relations should remain intact. Those those relations should not be changed. So we'll cross check whether those original relations will remain same or not. So the size of this matrix is 1 by 3, size of this matrix is 3 by 3, so multiplication is very much possible. And we know that x dash is equal to first row, first column. So x into 1 is x, y into 0 is 0, and 1 into tx is tx. So x dash is equal to x plus tx, and y dash is equal to first row, second column. So x into 0 is 0, y into 1 is y, plus 1 into ty is ty, and this 1 is 1. So here you can see that without changing the meaning of the original expression, we have rearranged this matrix in this form, where translation is also captured by matrix multiplication. So with this homogeneous coordinate system, we have removed the major drawbacks of the previous system, where where the transformations are captured by sometimes multiplication, sometimes addition. So here all the three transformations are captured by matrix multiplication. So first drawback is removed. The second drawback is the non-uniformity of the size of the matrix. So here you can see that scaling, rotation and translation all are having the same size, that is 3 by 3. Now using this homogeneous coordinate system, now you can perform any number of combined transformations problems without finding the intermediate coordinates. Okay, now you can directly find out the total transformation matrix. You can combine all the transformations together to find out the total transformation matrix, and by multiplying the total transformation matrix with that of original matrix, you can directly find out the final figure. So no need to find out the intermediate coordinate figures. Okay, you can directly find out the final coordinates of the figure. So that is the advantage of using homogeneous coordinate system, and from now onwards will be only and only dealing with homogeneous coordinate system. Okay, so even in the examination also all the problems will be based on homogeneous coordinate system only. Okay, so remember this thing, from now onwards we will be dealing in homogeneous coordinate system only. Okay, so hope you understand the drawbacks of the previous system and the advantages of homogeneous coordinate system. So thank you.